Hello everyone, this is Keerthan here, author of the two best-selling books, Why Being Independent is Awesome and XMoney Secrets. In this video, we will discuss about 7 important things that you should stop doing from today. Are you ready? So this is very important before we get started with this journey. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe to the channel and click on the bell notification icon so that all the best videos come to your notifications at the first. Right? So let's get started. The very important as in human experience, we suffer in 2 different dimensions. One is physical suffering, right, which is actually because of the pain that has created in the physical body. We suffer that. That can happen from the self or the surroundings, right? And the second type of suffering that what we go through is mental and emotional suffering, right? And that can also happen through self-created mental and emotional suffering or surrounding created mental and emotional suffering. These are the only 2 types of suffering that what we suffer, right? And how do we actually get into that place? So that is actually by doing disempowering things for ourselves. And these are the 7 things that will easily get you into the physical suffering or mental suffering that you should stop doing from today. So that the first one is living in the past. Before we understand that, so you already know this, you might have already heard about this multiple places, but still somewhere we actually go there. Why? Because you need to understand, as in human experience, we can actually at present live in 3 different states. One is present state, one is past, and one is future. And in order to go to the past, the tool that which helps you going to the past is in your brain only, that is your memory. Is this making sense? Because to be in the present, you don't need memory. But to go to the past, you need a tool called as memory, which is going to drive you there, right? And same thing is true with the future. In order to go to the future, you need a tool called as imagination. Only with imagination, you can go to the future. To be in the present, it doesn't require anything. You just need 100% attention and focus in the present moment. And just being there, that's presence, right? So now, let's understand this, because the suffering is happening because sometimes we don't understand this particular mechanism. That is the reason why we go through various different types of suffering, and it's absolutely okay. Sometimes it is not that you should avoid suffering. You cannot avoid suffering because problems are going to be there till the last breath of your life. Listen carefully. Problems are going to be there till the last breath of your life. The question is problem disempowering you, or problems are coming to get you into different possible spaces, right? That's all it matters, right? Is problem making you diminish, or is problem making you grow, right? And that depends on how you use these tools of memory and imagination. I will give an example. So living in the past goes like this. If you actually go with memory and that memory leads to the pain in the past, then you are stuck there, right? It is disempowering you. It is getting your all energy low. It is getting you into various different thought pattern cycles which will actually drown you down. But what if you do the same tool of memory? It's like a knife, right? So it's not wrong. Your memories are not wrong. But the thing is that if you have a positive emotions, just if you think about the best 10 things that has happened in my life that I can be grateful for, right? Immediately you get into an emotion of gratitude. So otherwise, most of the time what people get into when they get into the past is regret, guilt, shame, right? Unworthiness, right? So, or feeling very low, lower self-esteem, and so many things that they live in. And that becomes your vibration, and that becomes your frequency. And then when you move around spaces, you are going to emanate that energy. And do you want that? You don't, right? But still, the lack of awareness get us there. Is this making sense? Can you commit today? From today onwards, even you have a privilege to go into the past, and if you want to see the pain and correct it, that possibility is always there. But living in the past in pain is not good, right? So even if you get the pain, reflect upon why did I actually ended up here, and what is that I can do about it to grow forward to the next level. And that is going to give you a positive approach when you are going in the future. Otherwise, based on your past, you are going to create endless imagination which are worse than what it is right now, and then you will end up in the future with a disaster life, right? So it's very important. So how do we use the tool of memory and the tool of imagination. That's exactly how. And everybody have the freedom. That's the beautiful thing. These are not happening just like that. This is 100% is in our control, right? So just seeing at this itself, you need to understand it's the art of memory. Like it's the skill of memory. Like how do I use my memory and how do I use my imagination? That determines how do I feel right now, right? So this is very important. So the second important thing that we should stop doing is overthinking. Overthinking can actually lead to really no taking action in the present moment or not taking any action in the future. Overthinking can actually create fear, like what is going to happen, or it can create anxiety. Am I going to really make it? So am I capable enough, right? Simply thinking, right? Or getting into a stage of analysis paralysis and inability to make the decision. These are the small problems people face with this. Because you are using imagination, but simply you are going in imagination, or over dreaming, simply dreaming, no action. That also can lead to no action in the present moment, which will not help you get the kind of future that you want. This is the second one. The third one is self-doubting, right? So do not doubt yourself. This is where this particular thing happens. You are taking action, and then suddenly, oh, is this way is right? The moment that's obvious it is good. See, doubt, all these things are designed for your good. But the thing is that if you take it in a wrong way, in a different perspective, you will stop there. You'll quit there. If doubt comes, build a conviction, right? Get the logical and emotional reason for you to do it the right way, right? Then you will be able to make it happen. So this is very important. The fourth important one is that you getting into a mode of worrying, right? Worrying about anything. See, because today it has been said that certain minds are so habitually trained to worry about every little things. You get this, you worry. You get this, you worry. You get this, you worry. Worry, right? So why is that particular thing is happening? It's because one thing that what we need to understand, sometimes if you consider the pig, so sometimes pig has made its mind very clearly, I want to be in the pit no matter what. If you bring it back onto the ground, clean him for a while, then he's going to go back to the same pit. So same thing, sometimes our brain loves worry, right? And that is where you need to understand, sometimes brain trick you to get into the worry. Brain tells you, look at how much suffering and pain and worry that you are carrying, you are so great. That kind of a significance that it gives you just worrying, right? So this is very important to get into your awareness and say no to worrying, right? That's the fourth thing that you should avoid from today. The fifth one is, this is something it has become for many like literally a kind of a disease, right? That is to become a people pleaser, right? So because you worry too much about what other people think, so you try to please everybody around you, right? So this is the fifth one. The fifth important thing that you should stop doing is trying to please everybody. This is like if you want to please everybody, there is a beautiful saying, if you want to please everybody, become an ice cream seller. You cannot be a leader by pleasing everybody, right? Because in the process of pleasing everybody, you will lose yourself, right? And this is very important, right? You staying true to yourself is utmost important thing. So never to get into the pleasing game of pleasing people around you, right? But you do pleasant things which is pleasantful to you and people around you. That's always good. But you don't need to please others for some approval, right? So this is very important. The sixth important thing that what you should avoid doing, right? This is something that what people doing when they fail, right? Or when they could not able to achieve what they want. You need to understand failure is a part of the journey. So it's a part of success. Failure is not separate, success is not separate. Failure is part of success. Only if you fail multiple times, you succeed. Same thing is true. Have you not learnt it when you are walking? You failed multiple times. It's part of success and then you learn walking. Same thing is true with cycling. Same thing is true with swimming. Same thing is true with everything. Even when you are learning that A, B, C, D, right? So you learned that by failing multiple times, and that is failure is part of success. But what people do? Self-beating, right? They beat themselves up so much that look at me, I'm not doing anything, I'm miserable, I'm good for nothing. They do lot of scolding to themselves. That is self-beating, right? So no, say no to the self-beating in any matter. So sometimes that self-beating becomes next level, and that is what it becomes the seventh one, which is actually comparison, right? So the self-beating is so much, and sometimes you get into a very low condition, and then you look around people, oh my God, that person is doing really well, this person is doing really well, look at me, I'm doing nothing, I'm good for nothing, right? This immediately gets into a very, very wrong state in you. This is very, very important, because looking at other people, if you get inspired to do more, then it is better. But looking at other people and you saying, beating yourself, that's not really, really good. Let's go back and understand the 7 things that you should stop doing from today. I think for many of you, this is very, very important thing. And you can make a list of all these 7 things and put it on a wall. And whenever you are going through any of this pattern, literally this is killing your time and life. Any of this 7 thing, if you are doing, it's killing your time and life. So make sure that you actually stop doing this from today. And awareness is very important. Otherwise, when you are in that, you will not be knowing it. First thing is living in the past. So say absolute no for living in the past. If you're going to the past, be grateful. Whenever you feel miserable about your past, get to attitude of gratitude. What's the word? Attitude of gratitude. Why you are grateful about everything that has happened in your life. Everything, like even in Gita, it's been said, right? Everything that has happened in your life happened for the good, right? So be very, very grateful for everything that has already happened, right? Give a positive meaning for everything that is also happening right now, and everything that will happen also is going to happen for the good reason. So now things are going to be completely different, right? So this is something that what we should definitely avoid. Second one is overthinking. Thinking is a really good tool, but say when to stop it, when to say no to more thinking. How is that these ideas can be crystallized and brought it into action, right? That is very, very important. So be very clear, no overthinking. The third one is self-doubt. Doubting yourself with so many different questions that why am I like this? Will I be able to communicate well? Will I be able to get that attention that what I want? Will I be able to succeed? Will I be able to help people? All these things, self-doubts. Will I be able to achieve what I want, what I have written as a goal and stuff like that? So this is very critical and important. So say no, right, to the self-doubt. The fourth one is worrying. Simply worrying about so many things, because as I said, the pit, you remember the pig story that I shared? So how much ever times you actually get him in, he will go back to the same pit, right? So make sure that you actually never get into that worrying mode, thinking, okay, why my life is like this? Why I've been actually getting all these problems in my life? This looks very similar patterns. Absolutely, these are similar, but sometimes it happens in all this like 4, 5, 6, 7, all things coming together. Then it will be a chaotic mode, right? Are you getting this? This is very, very important thing that what we actually understand and get into an awareness. No, I can't be with this way. The fifth one is you trying to please everybody around you, like smiling for everybody, trying to help everybody, but in a way you are not feeling good about yourself, or in a way you are not interested in doing what you are doing really, right? You are just faking it out, right? Never try to please everybody. So do what you love doing. That's very, very important, right? So this is the fifth important thing. The sixth one is self-beating. Never do that, right? And the seventh one and the most important one, what people do is compare, right? Because sometimes comparison is also good if you do it in the right way, right? Because I always say this, comparison will help you grow faster, because you compare in a healthy way, you can literally grow faster, right? So, but comparison has to be turned into a competition. Only then you will grow faster. Comparison always will tell you, you are here, he is here. But rather than that, okay, I'm here, he's here, no problem, good. Let's do competition. Boom, you can come up, right? Competition is good. So competition grows you fast, collaboration grows you strong. So if you collaborate with all the people who are succeeding like you, who have growth mindset, right, who want to grow, if you collaborate with them and then compete with them, then the chances of your success is really, really high. So this is very important. I hope that you have got some great insights in this particular video. Share your learnings in the comment box. I would be loving to read all your comments. And also, if you haven't actually gone through XMoney Secrets and Why Being Independent is Awesome book, so there is a link in the description. Go through that particular link and order your copy today itself, so that you can actually gain a lot more insights about how you can become independent, how you can actually grow yourself to a completely different level. Look forward to see you in the next value video.